Hello everyone. Today we have as our guest Mr. Ganesh Sadhav. He's a civil engineer himself and now he's doing his own business as a builder and developer. And he's very successful in his field. Welcome, sir.
Hello friends.
Uh, let's commence our interview with the very first question. Sir, what exactly is civil engineering? We all have a rough idea about it, but is it really what we think it is?
Actually, all of us know every day we keep on moving on roads and we see that roads are being built. We see the new buildings being built. We see the bridges being built, dams being built. So all these structures, civil structures, are being made by the civil engineers. So basically, the designing of all these structures, then getting them executed on site. So that is the basic job that has to be done by a civil engineer.
So, how can one know that he or she has an interest in this particular field at a very young age?
Basically, in the school days, if you are fond of mathematics, then if you are fond of building the things, how the things are being built, and then also if you are fond of interacting with people, getting the things done from them. So all those skills or qualities can be, will make you understand that you could be a good civil engineer, basically.
So, if a person knows at a very young age that he has an interest for this field, then what kind of skills can one start developing at the very young age, right from the school?
Basically, the skills, if somebody finds interest in this field and wants to develop some skills, maybe good skills in mathematics, then in drawing, so that would help him to get into this field. Also visualization, so if he visualizes something and then tries to draw it, so that would help. Besides that, civil engineers have to work maybe day and night on site, so the person has to be hardworking. So if you have interest, then you should try to be in sun and do lot many works, get the things done from people. So that type of attitude or skills could be developed in the school days, and then you will be more successful civil engineer, I think.
What one should do to get admission to this course? What is the admission procedure?
You can do diploma after your 10th standard, so it's a 3 years course after the 10th standard. Then you can do the degree course, so it starts after 12th. So it's a 4 years course after 12th, so you can do that. Otherwise, even there are small courses like it's ITI, civil, and all those things. So you have different options. Either you can go through ITI, then you can go through diploma or then degree. And of course, the higher education is available. But the things start either after the 10th or 12th.
Will you please tell us about the subjects taught under this course and the overall curriculum?
The general subjects that are taught are basic sciences, then maths, then the designing, the structural designing, then the various subjects on the materials those are used in the civil engineering field, like cement, mortar, sand, and all those things. And besides then the project management, planning. So those are some of the subjects. And then the structural designing, as I have mentioned, that is one of the subjects are called theory of structures. Then now there are even modern techniques about structural designing. So some of the softwares are also taught for designing. Then there is AutoCAD, that is designing in terms of the structures. That is designing of the basic framework and all those things. So that is also taught. Then besides computer skills, those are required to use different softwares in civil engineering. So those are also taught. Then subjects like geology is also there. Then soil mechanics is there. So there are so many subjects which are related to the foundations, then the actual structure, and then the finishing items and all those things. So whatever is required to design a building or a dam or a bridge, so all those things are taught Also the subjects like environmental engineering, like designing of septic tanks, drainage lines, then purification plants. So all those subjects are covered normally into these civil engineering courses.
Uh, so, what are the opportunities for higher education in civil engineering, both in India and abroad?
In India, after the diploma, you can go for the degree course. If you have if you have already completed the degree course, you can go for the ME with specialized subject. Then if you can also go into IIT to do the MTech. That's a master's degree in civil engineering. So these are the options. Even you can do the PhD in specialized subject of civil engineering. So these are the avenues in India. Besides that, after degree, you can also do the MS, that is the Master in Science in civil engineering subjects in maybe in England or America. So different avenues are available abroad also. Also, there are some specialized post graduate courses into construction management and such subjects, so where the specialized subjects are taught. So there are different avenues available for the higher studies.
So, what is the actual type of work a civil engineer has to do? Like you said before that you have to work day and night, you have to go to site. So, uh, and is the field suitable for women? Do women have opportunities in this field?
Basically, after your education, what actual work a civil engineer does is, now it depends on the different fields, because now again civil engineering is a vast field, and especially in a developing country like India, we have a lot many opportunities. But if you think that somebody is working from office, then he or she can do the designing of the structures. Designing means the architects design the actual buildings, and the civil engineers define what are the sizes of the columns, beams, and then also what type of reinforcement, that is steel, is to be used in that. If it's a factory structure, then how the trusses and the steel structure of the trusses has to be there. So that structural designing part is generally done by the civil engineer. So then besides that, the estimation is one of the jobs that is being done. Then billing is one part. Rate analysis, that is how the rate has to be worked out, what would be the total cost of some particular item. So that is the those are the things which could be done in the office. Then besides that, on site, then you have to get the things executed through the subcontractors, laborers. So that includes the concreting part of it, erection of the structures, fabrication, casting of the concrete, and doing the finishing like plastering and all those things. So those are the things, those are to be executed on site. So that's a different type of work that is going on. And besides that, this same job can be done for the road structure, for a building, for a dam, for an airport. So many different types of buildings can be done with the same type of job. So that is the actual work areas, I can say. Now regarding your question of women, I think it's not whether a person is a man or woman. So anybody can work in this field. Of course, when there is some site work involved, and if a woman has some um, responsibilities, family responsibilities, then sometimes there are some limitations to work on site. But there are a lot many avenues where you can work in office also, because that is also one of the important work. If the office work is done nicely, then only the structure can be built nicely on site. So lot so many of things could be done in office, like I mentioned earlier, estimation, designing. So all those things are being done by the women in India presently also. So, and besides that, some of the women, at least in early younger days, they can also be part of the site supervision, so that they gain experience to design also. So that is also possible, and it's not every time that you have to work in lot of heat or hot climate as such, because so many things are being done in interiors also. So I think there is a lot of scope for women in this field also.
Once you have completed your education, what are the future prospects and opportunities in the career?
You have different opportunities. I think one can do a job, one can be a professional consultant, or one can be a businessman into this field. Now for job, anybody can be working in the firm which is a developing firm or a structural consultancy firm, or maybe some government jobs like the engineering departments of government. So you can be part of any of these organizations. As independent consultants, you can be a structural consultant with your own firm. You can you can be a project management consultant. So you can be a separate professional. And in the businesses, you can be a developer to develop the areas and build the residential schemes for people. And you can be a businessman with the as a with a contracting firm, doing the execution of say residential buildings, institutional buildings, factories, bridges, dams. So that can be a part of your business. So there are different avenues available in even if it's a job or a profession or business.
You have provided us with so much information and an insight about this field of civil engineering. Thank you very much.